What's happening, what's going on? It is your boy Mothupi. I'm glad that we're here, we're back on my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I want to take it light. I want us to actually take a look at the markets. Let me show you what I've got here on the side. So to kickstart things off, we're looking at the dollar index. I'm also looking at the US30 markets, GBPJPY gold, EURUSD, and as well BTCUSD. So that is what I'll be breaking down. One thing that I'm going to be doing as well is I'm looking at the economic calendar here, which means that we'll be able to see the news effects. the news that's going to affect for the week and what you can expect and all those things. 100% everything that I am saying is what I experienced. It's not financial advice. If you do happen to have financial advice, you can consult with a financial advisor and all those things. So yeah, let's just kickstart things and look at how things are moving here. I am going to be starting off first with the dollar index. So this one here is very important. I need to make sure that we are moving with it. So one thing that I am looking at here, let me just do this. Perfect. So here on the daily, I am looking at price has already formed these lows. You can see lower high here. There's a lower high. Let me just do this so you can see lower low, lower high, lower low here, and then a lower high. And the price eventually broke these lows. So now we're seeing price push a bit more to the upside here. Somewhere around here, these levels, so they can continue going all the way down. But there's a high chance that it can still respect this area here and then go all the way down. But obviously, we would have to manage, see what happens when price gets there, and have a clearer and a much more deep understanding, especially as the market goes. Because remember, the market is not a thing whereby you plan and then it's done. There's things like they're evolving, just like strategies that we used to use 5 years down. As much as they're still profitable, but now with the experience, with everything that I've been able to learn, obviously it's not going to be as effective as it was, let's say, 5 years ago. Because why? The market is evolving. Even me as a person, I'm evolving. I adapt, and then you start to realize that okay, more simplicity towards how you see the charts. It makes more sense, and you start even having an edge of what exactly should you be focusing on. Is it like more of risk management, more of a win rate, and all those things, so that you have a much more easier approach to the market. So how you see it and how you approach, it's more like as you go, as you develop. Because with us, we have over 8 years now trading, going for 9 years. So yeah, that's doing this almost every single day. Ne? Imagine how many hours we're able to put in. So right here, we can see prices currently somewhere around here. So we seeing price push a bit more to the downside. So there's a high chance that price can maybe respect here, give us a third touch, respect this area, give us a third touch, and then continue going upwards. But if it doesn't, if it breaks below, obviously some people are going to start thinking that it's a sell, and then they might sell, hoping for this move, or wait for a retest and sell some here, hoping for a move, only for it to push more upwards and then get here where we've been waiting. Then once it gets here, you can see even here with these candles, this is the last bullish candlestick before this huge break to the downside. And as well, if you look for things like imbalances and stuff, you can simply see right here and right here, price was able to shoot all the way down, and then it left a gap in the markets here, which allows us to be able to come back here, test this area here, this last bullish candlestick, and then that's where it will be the best area for us to be able to look for sells. So basically, it's more like a short-term sells, longer-term buys, then more of a long-term sell. So yeah, we are gonna have to just evolve as the market goes, but I'm excited with that. And one thing that I'd like, if you guys are enjoying this or learning from it, finding them valuable, the one thing that you can do is you can kindly just hit that like button. And then what you can do as well is you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, because each and every single day I make sure that I put out content that is more related to trading, but it's more on me being able to just document down my journey, so you can see the wins, the losses, and as well how I'm able to overcome certain things, but eventually what it actually takes to reach to the other side. Imagine you being able to be alongside with me, being able to watch these videos at the same time, applying certain things that you are learning. Imagine how far would be within the next few weeks, the next few months. So let's just give it a go and go for it. So right now I'm seeing the US30 markets right here. So this one here, let me just come back here. One thing I'm seeing is price right now here on the 4 hour. Let me just clean this out. From the daily time frame, I can see the price was pushing upwards. It is pushing upwards, higher high, higher low, higher high, a higher low here, higher high, and then as well a higher low here. So obviously there's a high chance of us pushing more upwards, breaking these highs, and then continue going upwards. So that's one thing that I'm looking for. I'm more of a buy, I'm going upwards. But that is only if price happens to break above here. If it happens to break above here, I'd be more, I'm confident a bit more with that. But at the same time, more like this, if it breaks above here, I'd be a bit more not too confident, but I would have a much more, I'm better bias towards this in terms of where I'd look into capitalizing and stuff. But for now, even on the 60-minute time frame, because I'm on the 4-hour on the 60-minute, I see that we did have a break above these lower highs here. Price came even these lower highs here. We broke them. So there's a chance that price can come back here at the bottom. Test these areas here. And then once we are able to test these areas, because this one has been tested, even this one has been tested, even this has been tested, because you can see here it has been tested. So it's going to be more of a tricky one in terms of us being able to find an entry going upwards, because you can see like it will need us to find something here. So it's going to be a bit more untidy. Rather for me, I would let it play out. It's either it has to break above, come back, form something clean, or I'll just go as it, like, let's say if it goes below and breaks below the low here, I would understand that, okay, now it's a lower low, and then I'll start looking for something like this, and then I'll be able to sell. So that will just allow me to be able to have a much more better understanding towards this. So one thing that I want us to do now is I want us to actually quickly take a look at what we can expect maybe from the economic calendar. Like, let's say for instance, I'm looking at Forex Factory here, and I was able to filter out the news to only what is important for the week. So Monday, I can see here on the 29th September, there's not much that is going on. It's 100% empty here. It shows that there's not going to be any news events and all those things going on. Ne? So Monday is more like a chill day. It's not too hard. We're going to be taking it easy. So one thing that I can look at here is on Tuesday, we've got here the Japanese around Asian session. We've got here manufacturing PMI, 6:30 AUD, 4 p.m. USD job opening. So this year, because I'm trading the New York session, it's going to be affecting me. I'm going to have to look closely into it. This year it's not going to be affecting me. And yeah, all these ones not. On Wednesday, 2:15 USD, non-farm employment change, and as well ISM, PMIs, seeing 4 p.m., 2:15. And then here we can see 8:30 on Wednesday. This is going to be a nice day, Wednesday. But on Thursday, we've got your 8:30. This is going to be CPI. And as well, we've got your 230 USD unemployment claims. So with this, yeah, there will be some movements, obviously, you can simply see. And yeah, man, I think it will be more on being able to be in the markets, because at that time, just by seeing what the technicals are saying, like, oh, this area is reaching a support, or this area broke, and this is saying this and stuff, it will allow us to be able to also make some understanding, have a clear understanding of what the news is more likely to move like, because we are going to be able to look at it from a technical perspective, and as well incorporate what the news are going to be presenting, and looking at possible scenarios just before they happen, so that maybe sometimes we can even find a trade before even the news. And when they come, it's more on like managing and making sure that we lock in profits and things like that. It's much more nicer when the news come and find us already in profits. So when they do happen to move in our direction, we just make as much profits as possible. So that's one thing that we are trying to do here. That's on Thursday. And then Friday as well, we've got your 3 a.m. Asian session. I was like, I even added USJPY here, because I was like, it'll be nice to just even like Asian session, maybe if I'll be able to look at this, take trades depending on what the market is saying, obviously. And then we've got your 2:30 as well this year, and then we've got NFPA, and then we've got as well, this is at 20 minutes past 3 GBP. This guy here is going to be speaking, and as well USD at 4 p.m. So Friday is going to be super, super, super active and heavy. I know most people are definitely looking forward to be trading on Friday, but the one thing I can say is that you need to be, careful, especially with how the market is going to be moving. But right now, I want us to take a look at the next instrument that I'm looking at, which is GBPJPY. GBPJPY, right here, we've got it. Perfect, let's go team. So GBPJPY, I'm going to be starting it here at the 4-hour. So I can see here we've got first touch, second touches here. Obviously, I'm trying to look for price to at least come back down, give us a third touch and then continue going upwards. But I was able to spot that a bit. This year was able to give us like more of a low, like more of a pattern that I was able to spot more on the 60-minute time frame, so it makes sense. On the 60, and I'm going to be dropping a video that's going to be showing you exactly how I see these patterns, so you can also learn from it. But I took it from here at the high, let me just say so, till the low. Then I was able to spot, okay, there's a retracement that is happening in between, and then it happened here at the 50% level, and this came here for a retracement once more. Then price is now going all the way up to the 88.6 level, so which printed more of a in terms of the names of it, this is more of a bad pattern. And with bad patterns, normally how it go is selling it here at the 88, and then stop loss just above the X leg, which is going to be like 28 pip, and then take profit 1:2, somewhere around there. And that will complement that setup that we're looking for in terms of once it goes below and gets here, that's where we'd be able to find that nicer clean buy. So it's more like this, and then once it's here, it's all find this, because price would be printing some support somewhere around here. Obviously, we'd be able to sit down, look at it proper. It could be here, but we'd have to scan it. For now, we can focus on the bigger trade and then build up while we are still, working towards that. So that's just something on GBPJPY. Gold, let's take a look at this. So this one here, nice and easy, 4 hour. You can see price has been pushing upwards, correction upwards massively, and now we're in this correction. Obviously, looking for price to just push upwards, but now we're going to be working with what it's telling us. So right now you can see we've got this high, we've got this low, and price printed like a low here. Lower high, couldn't break the highs, broke the lows, got here a new low. Price went a bit more higher, created a lower high, couldn't break the lows, went up, couldn't break the lows, broke the lower highs that it created. And then now it's more like forming a new high in between structures here. Then I can now see prices coming back down. So one thing I was able to spot is prices more likely coming to test around these areas here. Obviously, we're going to have to do a much more deeper dive in terms of looking at it from 5 minutes, 15 minutes perspective, 30 minutes, just so when the market is running, it makes more sense. So with this one here, I can see, yes, it is somewhere. Once it gets here, we can look at placing stop losses here, going for a 1:2. But at the same time, like I did say, this is not the official trade that I'm looking for. Once the market is up, running, that's where I'll do a much more deeper analysis, just so I can see exactly where I can find a better trade, and as well types of sessions that I'm in, because I won't just take a trade in the Asian session, So that's why I say even if this trade is ready at the Asian session, I'm not going to rush into it. So yeah, let's go for it. EURUSD. With this one here, during the week we did catch a nice clean entry, but it took us out here with the because we bought it here, and then I had a stop loss here. It took me out, and see now it's moving upwards. But it's okay. I'm looking for price to just first touch, second touch, third touch, push more upwards. Either it's gonna come here and then sell off, or just like the dollar index. Now remember we spoke about on the dollar index, like with the dollar index we were seeing price come here and then go back here and then go down. So more like the same thing with EURUSD. It's either price is gonna come here and then go back down and then go up, or price is gonna from here, go here, go up, or come here and then more like this. So we just have to look at it and observe it as it does happen to move. It's much more better when we're having real life data in terms of seeing the market when they move 100%. So one of the advantages as well is in the description just down below, you'd be able to see there's the community whereby you'd be able to get access normally to, let's say for instance, if I'm seeing this in real-time mode and I'm like, oh, I remember I did share this on YouTube in terms of saying this is what I'm going to be seeing, or let me just update it and show what it's currently doing. It refreshes the mind and you are able to see in real time. So those are things that you can take advantage of. Obviously, being that the community is free, you'd be able to just get access to just that, like before I take trades, you can see it. So just make sure that you do check out the very first link that is in description, which would be to our Telegram community. But yeah, with Bitcoin, let's see. This one here on the daily, we're seeing price obviously pushed upwards massively, came back here for a retest, and then price pushed more upwards. And now there's more like a deep retest that we're in. I can see that price is it wants to go up, but doesn't want to make it easy, doesn't want to be too obvious. So there's a high chance that price is gonna like, you know, still come down here, because obviously even when you're looking at it from a low, taking it from a low here to a high, just like this, and then from there I'm able to see this is the 61.8 slot here. Price went a bit more up, and then once it got here, I'm here, and then I'm pushing more upwards right here, and then this is at the 127 level. So at the 127, I can easily see that there is a area that price can come and retest around here, in terms of price just going here, selling, dropping off, once it gets in, then going back upwards. But then just by going to like maybe a 4-hour chart, I can easily see that here as well, since it's a low, lower high, low, price might want to either come back here and test out these lower highs, building a double top and then go down, which would be a nice entry for a sell. But if not, if the market is like impulsive, it can still push down from where it is now and then just go down, and that'll still be something else. But yeah, we are going to be paying more attention to it as it does happen to move. But one thing that I can say is that we need to put like, you know, full attention towards what's going to be happening this week. I'm excited with what's coming, and I know that you're excited as well. Make sure that you do like this video, and at the same time subscribe to my YouTube channel, and let me know what exactly you are looking at. Just leave those comments, tell me exactly what are you seeing, what are you looking at. And yeah, I'm excited that I'll be getting to just communicate with you. Let us take this big. Obviously, if you are looking for a community, a free community where you'll be able to just like, you know, get to see some of these trades that I take on a real-time basis, you can be able to just check out our Telegram group. I'll see you on the next YouTube video. It is your boy Mothupi, and I thank you so much for watching.